Hello, welcome to my channel, Fangirling While Black Tarot. My name is Francine, and this channel is my little home where pop culture, entertainment, and tarot meets. So today, it was put on my heart to do a reading focused toward single moms or single parents, whatever you identify as. I just want to give you some encouragement. I believe you are underrated, underappreciated, under whatever. This has been on my heart for a long time. And of course, as someone who is now a single mom, I understand many of the struggles we go through, whether you are with someone or not. I'm going to let you, self-identify. You know if you're a single parent. It's so essentially basic concept of someone has had a child with someone, whether that's biological or not. It could be adoptive, it could be a fur baby. It's up to you, but you've had a child with someone and you are not with that person anymore. And of course, there's all kind of conflicts and things that can come from that. So whatever your story, I respect it. But I just want to give you some encouragements. And I got 3 piles. I have these cards. I dealt them. I have not looked at them. But we're going to, I'm going to help, let's see, we got pile 1. It's going to be pick a card reading. And it's just, I just want to give some love to the single moms and single parents, single people, single with children, I guess is maybe the way to say it. So the first pile is clear quartz, represented here. Lovely, I love it. It looks like a giant ice cube. A diamond, reminds me of diamonds. And you also are going to have, I'm going to reveal this later, this is going to be a lucky number I'm going to give you. Again, I did not choose these numbers. I did not choose the cards. You know, I dealt them, but I did not look at them. So this is going to be a surprise we're going to reveal later. Your second, pile 2, is Tiger Eye, which is yellow and it's stripy, like tiger stripes. You know, and we definitely earn our stripes, don't we? And then we have the third pile. You have this beautiful purple amethyst. I know it's a little harder to see in this lighting, but it's lighter lavender purple. Let me see if I can get closer. Yeah, it's not showing through as well. There we go. I think you can see it there. There you go. It's a little bit. Take my word for it. It's beautiful amethyst, lavenderish purple. So 1, 2, 3. So I would go ahead and pause the video, pick which resonates with you. And this is all about giving you love and encouragement. And I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, I hope this makes your morning or afternoon or evening whenever you watch this. And, you know, I didn't even intend to do this, but as I was looking at this, I was like, you know, in life, and particularly as a single parent, single moms, single person, however you identify, we have to make the most with the cards we are dealt, right? We have to make the lemonade out of the lemons. We have to pick up these cards, and if you're playing spades, try to make some books out of them. So we're going to do what tarots, you know, look at some tarot cards here. And again, I've dealt them, but I did not look at them yet. Clear quartz is beautiful if you are into crystals or any of that. Very good for clarity, crown chakra for cleansing. It's a kind of an all-purpose quartz, is all-purpose for you. I'm gonna put your to the side here. A little star here. So let's see what we have here for your. Actually, before we do tarot, I want to do a couple of oracle messages. This is the Divine Abundance deck. Tosha, I believe it's Tosha. I say Tosha because it's a O instead of an A. Tosha Silver. It has some excellent products, very encouraging author. Now, normally when I work with my clients, I ask for the power number, and it looks like Spirit is just bringing them out for you already. Let's see, which is in numerology. It's a lucky number, a number you want to use. So let's see here what we got. Awakening. Pile 1, you got awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Interesting. And you have this girl lying there. And when I look at that, I just look someone just being carefree. How often do you get to be carefree, Pile 1? You know, it makes me think of summer, spring, and lying in the grass among the flowers. And there's a lot of great symbols here. We got bird here. We got the cow. Cow was the sacred in many cultures. But this idea of wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Wow. So it's this idea of, you know, not being a sheep, just following, but having your own instincts and common sense. Now, when I see this, I think of Psalm 23, one of my favorite Psalms. I know people may think it's overused. I think any people that don't even read the Bible or not quote unquote Christians or whatever know that when, you know, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It's this idea of God being a shepherd. But I think it's important to know that, you know, sheep in a sense don't have a defense. So their shepherd takes care of their every need. And there's very specific things they use that are actually used by actual sheep farmers. But it's this sense of trust your own instincts and common sense. You know, one of the things I remember a friend of mine said when she had her first order from me, and she was like, you're going to get so many people telling you, giving you motherly advice. Like they just don't even ask, they just spill. And maybe this could be something going on with you. Maybe there's someone challenging your instincts and common sense, and they want to tell you whatever, but something's telling you differently. Or maybe you just need to sit. I say that, like that script, like the phrase, know thyself, know thy parenting. Because as a parent, you're going to be hit with so many conflicts, and there's so many different ways people do things. Sit with yourself and really decide what's important to you. Let me move this over. You know, maybe you absolutely, the kid has to make their bed with hospital corners or military style every morning. That's like important to you, but you don't care if they go, you know, spend the night with their friend. Like, you know, figure out what is your limits, and then you can help. And then when people come to you and want to give you unsolicited advice, you can know if it's something in line. But yes, be open to common sense, but you have a lot of great instincts. Love. And that's what I wanted to give you guys. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. I don't know where you're at in your single parenthood. Maybe you have remarried, maybe you're with someone, maybe you have a partner, maybe you're alone, but there definitely can be times when you just feel like, oh, this is so much, or maybe you're blessed to have the other parent that is more involved. It's great, but it's still quite a process. And you feel like you need a saving, or you feel like something is not quite right, just go back to love. What would love do? Love is an actual being. It's an actual energy. It's an actual, it's a real living, breathing thing. It's not just stuff written in songs for pretty words and pretty melodies. It's an actual breathing thing. Remind yourself that you have. So let's go to your tarot here. Ooh, Ace of Cups, right away. The divine is giving you an offering of love. Are you going to take it? It's letting you know you're loved. Are you going to take it? Are you going to take it from them? And go forth with it, because people who know they're loved live differently. Know they're loved and supported. They live differently. They make different, better choices for themselves. Judgment card, forgiveness, self-forgiveness. This is about letting yourself be released from anything holding you back. This is about, judgment day, not a judgment day in the sense of, doom and gloom, but in the sense of free. It's time to let go. It's time to be free. How she's, I don't know if you could see it. This is the, there's like her spirit rising. Let that inner spirit soar. Forgive yourself. That's probably the hardest thing. We can forgive our spouse, we can forgive all types of people, but we that thing of, why did I choose this person, or why did I do this, or why did that? It happened. You're human, you're not a robot. You're worthy of love. You got love. Look at this, twice. Forgive yourself. Knight of Cups. You got some romance, perhaps. I love this for the little note. Perhaps you're going to get a little message, some kind of communication. White white horse, but this is someone who's very romantic. The only thing to keep in mind is sometimes this person that could be very the Knight of Cups could be so romantic. They can be in love with love sometimes, so just look out for that, but let yourself be loved and get the romance that's from the right person, of course. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is it's like your 10 is sort of the completion of your project. Nine of Wands is like, darn it, it's like the end of a work day when you work, but then you gotta go home and cook and clean and make sure homework is done. It's you need to keep going, but you're tired. The other thing about Nine of Wands I want you to keep in mind Sometimes Knight of Wands can show up in a reading when we are making something more difficult than it has to be. We believe something has to be hard and we don't trust it if it's too easy. So really look for if that's something going on with you. There's something that could be easier, or you maybe there's something you could delegate to someone or someone else can do, or it just doesn't have to be as hard as it is, and you're not trusting that it can be easier. Queen of Wands, fire sign. Perhaps you are Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Little black cat here, so gorgeous. You are a queen. You are powerful. You have so much power. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's kind of like something in her hand. In her hands, very magical. Queen of Wands, considered the quote unquote witch of the deck. She is very herself. She's confident in herself. She is not worrying or caring about what other people think. She has this little black cat for protector, her protector. Maybe you feel like you're the sort of what's that term, black sheep of the family or something, but it's like you are powerful and you are special and you're needed. Live in that. And you got 10 of Wands. There's a lot of Wands here. So you may have a lot of fire in your chart. So you got 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is at the end of a journey, but this is when it's time to reevaluate if you're carrying too much. Well, you are, if you got 10 of Wands. And you got the oxen with the bell. That may be significant for someone. Maybe this is a wake-up call. She has her suitcase. She's a lot. This is like that song, Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. Go look up that song, Bag Lady. Reevaluate where you're at. Maybe you completed something, but it's time to, you push through. But maybe the next go around can be a little easier for you. Maybe you can delegate. There's someone that can help you. There's someone, maybe you need to be taking a retreat. You need to be thinking, maybe even mentally, just kind of giving yourself some freedom. So all in all, you have yeah, I'm seeing some water. You got a little bit of water sign here. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a lot of fire. But this was your major arcana. So I'm thinking this is the big thing. You are powerful. Sometimes when people are powerful, they apologize for it. And because you make mistakes, and making mistakes, you almost cannot get anything done without making a mistake. It's Black History Month. The person who created the potato chip was a Black cook. I believe it was in New York. You can look it up. But essentially, I think he made potatoes for a customer, and the customer was like, I want them thinner. And I don't know why he irritated the cook, and the cook made them really, really thin and threw them in the oil and came out with a really crispy potato chips, and they became this big deal. And that's where we got potato chips. That was not something thought out before. It was technically a mistake. Or how many inventors have tried something and it's like on the 50th time they got something right. Or I think of is it J.K. Rowling. I know that she's kind of controversial. She said some crazy things, but let's ignore that about some problematic things. But when she wanted to get published, I believe she went through, I can't remember the exact number, a 7 is coming to mind. She went through multiple publishers, and they also didn't think that anyone would want a book with a woman. So she had obstacles, but she didn't give up, and now she's the mother of Harry Potter. So your number you got today was 2, and you got 2 of Cups. Okay, so maybe this person, Two of Cups, is usually a new love, mutual, someone that just gets you. And maybe that's what this is going to turn into for you. So that's it. I don't want to keep you too long, but single moms, I love you. I appreciate you. I just want to give you that love. Spirit loves you and appreciate universe, cosmos, God, whatever you is your higher power, you call it. They're behind your back. You have great instincts. You have great power. You are very, very much loved. It looks like there might be some divine love through a human, of course, you might be experiencing. So enjoy. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever this finds you. Take care. And like, comment, subscribe, please. Thank you for joining me at Fangirling While Black Tarot. Bye-bye. Hello, pile two, my single moms, single parents. Welcome. Thank you for joining here, Fangirling While Black. And my name is Francine again, and really excited. Spirit just really put this on my heart. I've been wanting to encourage you. I know a person's a single mom. You know, there's unique struggles we go through. Whatever your situation, I'm not here to tell you whether you qualify or not. Whatever your situation, you know, when you're a single parent and the things you go through and the things society tries to the negative things society does. You know, it seems like when we are brought up, it's usually in some kind of negative connotation or whatever. So just wanted to hype you up. Spirit wants to hype you up. So we're going to start. The first thing is I'm going to look at this number. These I did not look at them. This is going to be I use numerology in my readings. Normally I use a number. It'll be a lucky number, my client's lucky number, or their number that's meaningful for them. So we're going to see what number. So this one, I'm hopefully there's several of you watching. This is a general reading, of course, so takes what resonates. So you got number 4. So this may resonate with someone. Of course, in pile 2, number 4, if it doesn't, this is actually not that there's bad or good numbers, but 4 is great. It's a very harmonious number. Okay, we get, and you got 4 of Cups. Interesting. So let's look at 4 though real quick, and then we'll go into a couple oracle, and then we'll look at these tarot cards, see what we got here. So 4, when you look at numerology, it can be seen as completion, but maybe almost better way to look at it as harmony. You got the 4 seasons, you got 4 directions. 4 is just LOV, 4 letters. 4 is just it's thought of as working in harmony. So it's a very good number to use for anything in numerology, I think. So when I don't know someone's number, it's one that's so can be a default that I will use if they, you know. Anyway, so you got 4 of Cups. Now 4 of Cups in the Rider-Waite Smith deck is a young person leaning against a tree, and there's 3 cups in front of him. He's staring at them, and they're to his right, our left, as we're looking at the card, is basically the hand of the divine, the hand of God, or cosmos or universe, handing out a 4th cup, and he's absolutely ignoring it and doesn't see it. And because he's so, some people call his expression boredom, or just whatever. It could be boredom, disappointment. He's really focused on those 3 cups. And to me, those 3 can represent It could be past, present, and future. Sometimes we're so looking in the past and we're looking at the future and we never stop in the present. And so we miss the gifts that we're being offered right now. It could be disappointments. It could be the, hurt, heartbreak, disappointment, you know. So it's just, and we're just so focused on it, that we're missing what's coming to us. So let's see if that applies to you or what's going on here. So, oops. So I didn't even have a chance to pull your number. You got one. First one you got is invite help for your oracle card. This is from the Divine Abundance oracle from Tasha Silver. Wonderful, intuitive, divine writer. Very gorgeous. Let's try to get that clear off there. Oh, you got hands like in a prayer. You got someone meditating, and the heart is right in the, like above the heart, in the heart chakra, and it's green. So that reminds me of the heart chakra as well. You had the tiger eye is what you chose for pile 2. Your tiger stripes. It says, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously. Just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. I did not go with the 4 cups I was explaining about the divine, like trying to get your attention. I would tell you from experience, there's the phrase, if you, it's actually a scripture, but I'm paraphrasing, if you seek me, I will be found. And it's very true. The truth is, the cosmos, the universe are always getting our attention. It's like in the movie The Color Purple, my favorite books, one of my favorite movies, when she's in the field. Such a beautiful visual in that movie when Suge is walking with Celie and she's saying, and they're walking around the field of flowers and there's purple. And she says, I feel like God's always trying to get our attention. He's just trying, and look at the color purple. He's using the color purple to get our attentions, and we just, I'm sure it just pisses them off because we just ignore it. And always there, but it's when we need to stop and smell the roses, so to speak, sometimes. So this is saying you just trying to get closer to see what this, okay, that's him. Okay, that's his legs. Okay, I was trying to figure out what's going on there. Invite help in anything. You can ask for help from God with anything, like the most mundane thing. What should I choose on the menu? Ooh, sanctity. I'm not even having to pull your cards. They're popping out of here. You have through sanctity, which is ironic because what do people always say? The sanctity of marriage. And if you're a single parent, you're probably gone through a breakup, whether it's a marriage or a long-term, what do they call it, common law relationships or long-term relationship. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. He's also in a, seeing hands, feet. They're also, because not all of these don't have these full body poses. So I just find it interesting that you got both of these. And he's wearing the jewelry around, he or she, they're not identified. And I see a couple here. Got the flower, maybe a lotus. It looks like he has is that a notebook? Very interesting. I know this is based on I'm going to say Hindu. I think this is Hindu culture, right? A deity. So maybe you want to look that up. He kind of has a, wow, it's just a beautiful card. Look at that, the crown. And he kind of has a, I don't know if I want to say primate or ape kind of look to his face. So that may be something. Whenever I see animals, you got butterflies here. Whenever you see that, that could be synchronicities or coincidences God sending your way. So look up animal medicine, or what is my spirit animal, and you can find a lot of great advice. So let's get to your tarot cards. I'm going to have ooh. Okay, you already got 3 major arcana to start, and you got pick Tiger Eye, which really quick I'll say, if you're into the chakras, this is yellow. This is good for the solar plexus, which is right under the rib cage. It's after or above the heart, depending what direction you're going in your chakras. And yellow is good. This is good for self-confidence, knowing thyself and confidence and that kind of thing. You may feel, if you're dealing with confidence, you may feel that when you're going through stress, you feel like a weird pain there, sort of like a drop in your stomach related to that too. And you got like this kind of yellowish, the lioness here for lion. So wow, you got 4 major arcanas, 4, and you got 4 major arcanas. I cannot make this up. I seriously. And you got 14, 1 and 4. You got 8, which is double 4. You got 1 and 8, which comes to 9 in numerology. So you got 5, 8, 9, and you got 1. I'm going to put this in order. Wow. You got some powerful cards here. Wow. You got a really powerful message here. He's also, this magician card, he is behind the Fool. Remember, the Fool is 0. He's number 1 in your journey. Excuse me, I'm filming, sweetie. Speaking of single moms, my daughter. So the magician is, he's also, look, he's sitting the same way. I don't know if you can see it as these guys. And there's such a confidence to him. He's also got the infinity sign, which 8, she has the infinity sign here. I'm wearing infinity ring. That is my designated symbol. This is for the infinity sign, or number 8 maybe, or 4, because so this may be just your lucky number. So you're going to start seeing it even more. Magician is basically, the original Rider-Waite Smith, he is pointing to the sky. He's holding a wand and holding it up, and he's pointing to the ground. And he basically has all 4 of the suits of the tarot on that card. On the table is a sword, and what am I missing? Cup. So he is about balance. He uses all the elements. And remember, we talked about 4 seasons and 4. He uses all of the elements, earth, water, air, and fire, because he knows that we need all of that to really create magic and balancing that out. You're powerful. I don't know if you've already started something, pal, too, but you got, wow. Then you've got, let's go here. Wait, also infinity sign. So you may be, are you Leo? Getting Leo energy here. And she has that heart. It's like the lion heart is a phrase that's coming to mind. And how just on this side, it's a woman, but here it's kind of that duality, and how the lamb, and it reminds me of there's the concept of Jesus being like the lion and the lamb laying down together. You've got the fierceness and the power along with the gentleness. So this is powerful, very powerful. You also got temperance and duality. What was I saying? Duality. This is number 14, which comes to 5, but temperance is, you got a lot of water here too. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Wow. Okay, so temperance is balancing of two things that may seem in opposition. It also is a alchemy card. So pile 2, you have some kind of power. You are a healer or an alchemist, or you're into astrology. You may be into tarot yourself. There's something very powerful you are involved in that involves the universe, cosmos, astrology, something higher, where you connect with the universe, whether it's through your crown, through divine, whatever your religion, I'm not telling you what religion you spoke to. I'm talking about just the universe, just what I call love and light and pure source energy, just God energy. You may also connect with I don't know why I'm saying the earth, because I see a lot of water, but for some reason, something's telling me to say earth. You may be very connected to earth. So you got the moon and the sun that he is holding and balancing. And he has the angel wings. In his hands. And remember, we got hands a lot. My hands came up a lot in these cards. Your hands. So alchemy, are you also, you're good with your hands? Maybe you're a baker, painter, writer. I mean, people think of typing, but I like to journal. So I use I run out of pens so much in journals. It's crazy. But his attitude, he's just so chill. He's just so confident, and it's balanced. These are two powerful things he's holding, and they're balanced. Then you have the moon card. Okay, you have strong intuition, or either you're being called to use your intuition to bring everything into balance. This whole reading I'm getting is about balancing. You have a very strong power and intuition that you are either, 4 of Cups, you either may be ignoring because you're stuck in the past when you did not use these things, or maybe you use these things and you were told that, we're given negative things. Maybe you were called a negative form of witch, which is not negative on its own, but it's used negatively. Or maybe you were from a organized religion and you were told certain things aren't okay, but you're being called to look back into that and bring that together. Okay, I'm giving some personal stuff here, but I once had a vision, and one of the things that a phrase that stuck with me that was given to me was, how do you forge the sun and the moon? It's a riddle, right? The moon is at night, the sun during the day. How do you forge them together? How do you forge them as one? And the clue is the divine and basically love. Love. You have something of light and love you're scared of revealing. This is about, the moon is about the unconscious. It's about two sides of herself, the domestic and the wild. I don't know which is which actually in this one. They're just black and white. So it's the two things that maybe seem like they don't go together. your wild side, your tame side. The moon is about the shadow side. Maybe there's shadow work you should be doing or you are doing. But taking that look at that parts of our lives or our future or history or things that didn't go well, maybe you need to do that shadow work so you can release those things. But she's under the water, and what's interesting is it's almost like she's a mermaid and she doesn't even need extra help breathing. I mean, we don't know how long she's been submerged there, but it's just that subconscious. When you go to sleep and you're dreaming, you may be having very powerful dreams. You may be having visions you're ignoring. Spirit is definitely reaching out to you, and definitely you may have even psychic powers. Look into that. Look into that. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is you got fire again here, but you got fire, you got sand, and you got water. She's surfing. I thought that was an interesting interpretation, but surfing is no joke. Like, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be willing to get knocked off that board and get back up until you figure it out. And you got, of course, to know how to swim. You're not just gonna boom go out there. I mean, some people have natural talent, but you still have to have something before you start going, right? But this is about waiting for the right wave, but it's someone that they it's kind of looking out for, what do I want to do next? And you're planning, and so she's waiting for the right time, but eventually she's gonna get out there. There's something you're waiting for, and this is your 3 of Cups. Maybe you're stuck and Spirit's like, oh, you got it, you're gonna get out there. You can plan all you want, but you got to get out there and do whatever this says. And you got 5 of Pentacles. This is one of my new favorite cards. In the original writer Smith, wait, I don't know why my brain is just breaking down right now, but in the original, it's the could be a couple. It's 2 people outside of a church, and you have the 5 Pentacles in the church window with the stained glass, and it looks like the tree of life to me if you look at it. And the one, she's kind of huddled up and looking down, and it, I don't know if it's he or she or what the identity is. It can be whatever it is. And the other figure is basically on crutches and looks so haunted. Oh, he looks like that painting of the Scream. The Scream, I think I can't even think of what it's called, but it's a very famous painting of the kind of face just in that Scream mode, or like the movie Scream. But he has a belt around his neck. There used to be lepers. Okay, it used to be back in the day when someone had leprosy, they would be asked to wear that, or told by law to wear a bell, or to announce they have it, so they can contaminate other people, and other people could have warning. Can you imagine? I guess in a sense, we're going through that with the different illnesses that come through the years. We have these, Corona and things like that. But the big thing I've recently got out of that is he's wearing a bell around his neck, and it's basically pointing out his weakness. So the lesson to flip on the head of that is to not focus on your weaknesses. Don't focus on what your limiting beliefs or what you think will hold you back. Anything's possible. Use what you got to get where you want. This one, she has the key in the lock. The key is literally right there, but she's so in her grief or depression, or really it feels like she doesn't believe she deserves to even use it, and it's right there. Or maybe she thinks it doesn't fit. There's so many things we tell ourselves, but let that go. Let that go. Oh my God. So pile 2. I'm so sorry. I hope I was saying pile two this whole time. You have amazing power. You have amazing reading. I'm blown away. Please comment. Please reach out. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates. There's something very powerful going on here that you are Four of Cups energy probably ignoring. And, you know, in these, they're very confident. Everyone in here is very confident. This is you. It's for you. Whatever this powerful thing. And plan and everything, but get out there. You got to ride that wave, or you're just, I mean, you got, when the wave comes, you got to be ready to ride it, basically, is I guess the best way to say it. But this is very powerful. Pursue the divine. You have something, whatever that is. I want to know, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the love you give your children, your family, the sacrifice you make, the things, people you put ahead of yourself. Put yourself. Let's take care of you. Let's use that gift for yourself as well. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever this finds you. Take care. Hello, pile three. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me, you amazing people, you amazing single moms, single parents. I appreciate all you do, because, you know, and many times we are building up the future. We're raising, you know, little people that are going to become um, uh, something in the future, you know, that hopefully are going to contribute in a positive way to society or whatever. But it starts with home, right? So I just want to encourage you, whatever you're going through, whatever you're feeling you're going through, I just want to let you know, I don't know, universe, I call him Father God, universe, cosmos, cosmo, not talking about the magazine. Um, just put this on my heart. I've been just really anxious to do this, so this is just to encourage you. Um, First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your little card here. So I use, excuse me, numerology a lot in my clients. So I have this number. It's from a playing card. It's a Spanish suited deck. And we're going to look and see what number you have here. You got 6 of Swords, which now the Spanish suited are technically playing cards, but Tarot Star is playing cards. I actually collect playing cards before I officially got into tarot, and I used to use playing cards to do tarot. So 6 of Swords is about leaving, basically moving on to a better situation, I guess you could put it. If you look at the, you know, original, it's like, it looks like it's 3 figures, could be male standing up with a rowing the boat, and it's looks like a female and a child, but anyway, could be gender neutral, who knows. But it's 3 figures basically moving on to a better life. It's a card of positivity. They're kind of hunched over, and you can tell they're tired and everything, but it's kind of like, yeah, you've been through something and now you're moving on, so it's moving on to something better. So we got 6. I'm going to use that to pick your oracle cards. I'm going to get at least 2, unless Spirit, of course, grabs a couple out of here and decides they want to pick them themselves. So, so glad to do this. I know this doesn't seem like it has to do with pop culture and all that stuff, but I mean, as someone who watches a lot of pop culture and TV and all this stuff, it's so irritating. Every time single parents, particularly single moms, single women, and you know, brought up, it's usually such a negative light. And I just want to put some positivity, or even just in society, there's pressure just going through your day. Wow. Interesting. You got this pile 3, pile 2 got the same oracle. So you may want to look at pile 2. I'm going to go further, then I'll see. Maybe that might be just, it might be worth you checking out. Ooh. Okay. First one you got is invite help. These cards are Divine Abundance by Tosha Silver. They're gorgeous. Sorry, trying to get this. Thank you, camera. Trying to get the glare up just right. I have so much more respect for cameramen since I started this, because wow. It's not as easy as it seems. It says invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, it actually says that on the card. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. And they use God, whatever your higher power that you put your faith in. Oh, this is green. So this makes me think of the heart chakra a lot. You picked the lovely amethyst, which, oh, we should go. Oh, ooh. Did we almost, ooh. I think that's the best we're going to get. You can see a little bit there. Got the butterflies. There's a lot of butterflies in all the cards, so I'm not sure that is as significant, but butterfly, I'm a sucker for a good butterfly metaphor. So, but I guess what I would say that's coming to me with butterflies, I actually wrote this thing. It's called What About the Caterpillar? We always talk about the butterfly, but the caterpillar has a kind of interesting maybe repetitive, but it basically it spends its whole life before it becomes a butterfly just eating and getting as fat as it can, and eating and it's preparing itself. It's a reason it's preparing itself, and then it builds that cocoon, like it just divinely knows, like. And that's the great thing about nature, they just divinely know because they're just so connected to the divine to build this cocoon, and it's in the cocoon, it turns to, this part is gross, it turns to like this goo. It basically, its whole body readjusts and turns to gloom. And if you watch horror movies, probably seen some crap like that. But and it goes through that metamorphosis while it's in there. And it's, we don't discuss that part, right? We discuss, but even when the butterfly, when it comes out of the cocoon, it has to struggle a little bit, so there's all that pre-life that started all this. So anyway, it says divine help, pursue God, the universe, cosmos, whatever is your particular Gaia, Mother Earth. I love to reach out to Lady Wisdom. If you read the Psalms, comes up a lot. They call her Lady Wisdom, and said she's worth more than ruby and pearls or diamonds. I forget which one it is. But sometimes I'll reach out to Lady Wisdom. They're always there for you. It's just, when are you going to reach out to them? So maybe it's not just you pursuing this new, better situation. It's allowing God to come grab you and take you across the river to that other thing as well. Clearing. Clearing. Now this one I've never seen. I've never gotten this one. So let's see what we got going here. It says, As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. And we have the forgive me, I'm forgetting the god in this. I believe it's Hinduism, but it's elephant symbolism. You may want to look up also butterflies. Go ahead and look up caterpillars, butterfly, animals, spirit, or animal medicine. Those are very, you may find some things there. You're going to start seeing some synchronicities around these things. So I know that Miss Silver, Tosha Silver, I'm actually listening to her audiobook now. I'm listening to several, as I'm always am. It's called, basically it's about money, looking at money in a divine spiritual way. And it's called It's Not Yours. I feel like I'm forgetting a word here, but basically it's the idea that it's actually from the divine. That's where it's coming from. And once you start getting that concept, you will never go without. And that spiritual people do not have to be broke or poor. That we once heard someone say that, if people of the light are doing well spiritually, they can do more spiritual things. They can build the charities, they can help people, they can be even more generous. So I don't know if that's an issue with you, but clearing true offering. And you got the green here. So I think your heart, there's a heart chakra thing. There's something going on with the heart right now. And so that's why I'm here, to be your cheerleader, to, big you up, to cheer you on, hype you up, be a hype man, hype woman. Let's get into your tarot. So you got, well, I guess I should do it. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I have this weird thing, I guess because I'm a writer, and with stories, you tell, when I'm telling a story certain ways, I want things to go. And so I do the same thing with tarot. Seeing a lot of purples and pinks, that kind of fire, a lot of fire here. And maybe, okay, let's go further. See, you got that. Okay, you got some major arcana too. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know my cup was there. Forgive me. Stopped. I need to move over. Okay. Whoa. Pile 3. What is going on, hon? What is going on? You got 2 cards that scare people, but they really are not, or should not be scary. There are no good or bad cards. There's just ones that people like to see more. But the truth of the matter is, in life, we need to face certain things in order to grow and be what we want to be, whatever that is, what you want to be. I'm trying to get a sense of you, pile 3, a little more. So I'm looking at my numbers here. So you got this 6, but you also got the 4 of Swords. In 1 second. What is she holding here? She's holding a. Actually, I don't know if is it Ganesh? Please forgive me. I this is definitely not to offend anyone. I think they are holding. I don't know if it's supposed to be a male or female, masculine or feminine. We both have both, of course, and can learn from both. They're holding like a axe, kind of vintage, old school axe weapon here. Jeez, and then I'll. Okay. So I'm seeing 5 come up, and you got 6, and you got 4. You got equal. I'm going to put your major arcana in order. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, my dear pile 3. You are either a fire or dealing with fire. I can't believe I didn't bring this up in other piles, but I don't know if you have more than one child, or you are in some, either this could represent children, because 5 of Wands, again, fire signs, if you want to look at your astrology, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, it's about wands or creativity and fire and action and great ideas and just, you know, bam, you know. And then this 5 of Wands, you can equate it to sports, an activity where there's competition, but there's sort of like a set rules everyone's going by. Versus 5 of Swords, when it's kind of like someone being a little more petty, taking a lead and being a little more petty to get back at people. So this is more like competition. And the big thing is that everyone is equal. So I don't know if maybe you're going through a competition at, I mean, it could be anywhere in your life, family, it could be work. If this doesn't represent children or family, it could be maybe you're going through some kind of competition. And just know that whatever these competition or whoever these involve, you are just as good as them. And you see this guy, he got to the top. So maybe this is giving you encouragement that, you know, you're going to get to the top of whatever this, I don't know, maybe you're going through a job search. You're going through something. You're going through something. Hearing. Wow. I might get some clarifying cards. I don't want to keep you too long, pile 3, but you were given the gift of the Ace of Swords. This is the divine reaching out, and you see that fire anchored. Reminds me of like when I see people doing what fishermen's with those nets. Almost reminds me that I will teach. I will. What did you say? I will teach you how to fish. I will teach you to be a fisher of men. I am not trying to convert anyone over to the Bible or Christianity, by the way. I quote the Bible lots. I do not personally. I probably do a video about it. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I call myself spiritual, but I definitely respect the Bible. Has a lot of amazing wisdom there. So anyway, you know, he says, I'm not here to just teach you to fish. I'm here to teach you to be fisher of men. In other words, I'm here to show you how to go out and what you are learning, you are going to spread to other people. It's not just for you to keep for yourself. You are given some kind of creativity or idea, or you have some kind of gift. You have some kind of fire in your head and your belly, some creative idea. This is where, think of your faves, your heroes. This is where they started. They started with some idea, and it could be a crazy idea that nobody else noticed. Maybe you're thinking, why didn't nobody ever, somebody had to think of this. And then you'll look it up and sure enough, nobody thought of it. Or maybe someone thought of it. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe you got this idea you thought was very unique, but then you found out someone else is doing it. Hey, I'm there. I'm just starting this channel with tarot. And I'm like, there are so many, I mean, what, YouTube is I don't know if it's a billion accounts, but it's a search engine basically. There's tons and millions of people on here. But personally, I have about four, more specifically top two tarot astrology people I follow consistently. But no one person can do everything. So sometimes when you're antsy and you kind of want to hear, you go to another pickup card. So no one can fill everyone's need. So whatever you have to offer, there's someone there that needs that wants it. You know, step out on faith. Step out on faith with me. Contact me if there's something. Maybe we can help you encourage each other. But you got some major arcana. That's interesting. You are definitely called to have balance. Maybe you also are going through some kind of legal thing. We're talking about being single moms. I don't know if you're going through a custody or going legal things with your ex. Maybe now justice is a card of not so much like these other two. They're going to have more action oriented. This is kind of letting you know something is coming to the head. Something is coming to its karma. Karma isn't always bad necessarily. Karma is just cause and effects. You throw a ball, it hits something, if it doesn't hit something, it hits and it may bounce back to you. It's a cause and effect kind of thing. There's some kind of karmic thing happening. There's some decision being made. There's something coming to a head. And I think I might pull more cards. I don't want to keep you too long, pile 3. But here's the thing. This is also about balance. Balance, and you got the sword, and the sword is like about our mental mindset. It is about the air signs. What's that? Libra. Who am I forgetting? Libra, Gemini. Who am I forgetting? Aquarius? I always think Aquarius is water, but Pisces is water. So it's about having a mindset. I'm gonna flip this over just so you can see. She's kind of scary on this side. She's just like roar, kind of lioness, kind of here. She's like not playing. And then aside, she's kind of smiling, and we need that duality. We need to. It's like I don't know. It's like the song Tyler Hero by Jack Harlow. I love his lyrics. He has one part where he says, the whole song is basically about haters, but he has this part where he says, I'm coming home nice, but I'm going back mean. In other words, I was being nice, but now y'all testing me, It's like I came home nice, but I'm going back mean. So maybe this has to do with that, but balance. So you got the devil, which is 15, 1 and 5. I'm saying 5, the devil. And you probably can't see it. First of all, it's not fair. I think he's attractive. They use something really attractive. In the original, it's like a half beast, half man. But I think this is probably more like it, right? I've always heard that the devil's going to be that thing that that's going to be seem like something you want. Anyway, so he has tattoos, but he has a little what's the word? Puppet strings. So there's somebody here, puppet strings, and he seems so, oh, come my way, come to me. And he's hoping you don't see this invisible thing, these strings, no strings attached, like not boys to men. Lord, oh my God, Francine, I am so ashamed of myself. NSYNC. Oh my God, NSYNC. I was thinking that. Boys to Men, amazing group. But anyway, so the devil is about, see, we have a higher self and we have a lower self. Okay. Our higher self, and you can look this up, when you look up the higher self, means our soul. It's our pure soul that has been, you may not believe in past lives, um, excuse me if you don't, but the soul is this wise, pure thing that's been around, that is there to guide us. It's our higher self. And then we have ourself here on earth, and we're connected to the divine, and we're trying to be spiritual, and we're trying to be, higher. And then we got our lower base, and this is where we have things like, just parts of ourselves that are not as good for us. They're not getting us where we need to be. It can be so many things. It can be, for me, it's something, I'm on a weight loss journey, and I had to face not just overeating, but emotional eating. So overindulging, and getting to the emotional root of why I was overindulging, why I would sometimes not eat for hours, but now all of a sudden I'll eat a ton and then feel sick. It could be drugs, it can be alcohol, and I'm talking about overindulgence of these things. It could be sex, of course. It can be people. It could be you're always dating the same person, or you're always dating and you don't care the consequences. I'm just going to say this. I don't know why. I don't know who this is for. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't. Maybe you're a person who chronically dates unavailable men, married men. That's a lower base thing. I'm just gonna, not to put judgment, I'm not judging, but I'm talking about things um that are of love and divine and light and love, versus the things that put us in our lower vibrations and put us in those lower realms. This is what the devil is. He's tempting you to do these things. And the thing about to know about the devil is you have a choice. You're not a puppet on a string. At first, they may get you, whatever this thing, but you're not. Be aware. Whatever that thing is, you need to find balance. Or you also got this death card, which scares people. This one I thought was freaky. Anything with faceless is like freaky to me. Even though I'm a horror movie fan, there's certain things that just gets me. So you got 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. 13, do not be afraid of 13. So death is basically realizing that things come to an end. The original tarot, it's a skeletal figure on a black horse. They're near a river. Behind them, there's like a sunrise, and then there's like a guy. He's a royal. He's either a king or a pope. He has a crown, and he's lying there, and he's gone. He's dead. And then you have a pope in front of him, or a man trying to negotiate with death, and then you have like a woman who's kind of, you know, what's the word? Upset, of course. And then you have a child that's kind of looking at the horse and death and just very curious. And the one out of that whole card that gets it is more of the child, because death, it hurts us. We want to see, this isn't about necessarily physical, actual death. It's about death of a something, a cycle in life, a end and a beginning. It's about something coming to an end. This sword is cutting something. Something is coming to an end, and it's for your good. Do not look at it as for your bad. It is something, and maybe it's this lower vibration thing, or maybe it's karmic. It's just something that the universe is saying it's time to move on. We're taking this out of your life, or we're asking you to take this out of your life. This is happening pretty much. Unlike the tower is when something's sudden and you didn't see it coming. This is something, it's been going a while. It's not going to be a surprise. It's just you're probably resisting. So you're being called. You got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is, again, swords is mental state. And you have the little, I love this one because she's in a nest, which makes me think of a bird and being in a nest and taken care of and nurtured. And there's a little heart there. This is about a couple of things, but it's about rest. It's about retreating, choosing to retreat and rest. It's a literally retreat. It could be actual retreat, like you go and get some time, or it's just spending a day or two or whatever, or what it is, taking time, journaling, actual sleeping, resting, taking baths, listening to music, anything that gets you into a reflective mindset where you take time to allow yourself to rest and allow spirit to guide you. Also, it can also be about dreams. You may be having very significant dreams coming. This part where it says God pursue you. God is always speaking to us, and he's going to do it in a way we'll listen. Like for me, for example, because I pay attention to movies and TV, I'll get these where I'll be talking to someone about something and it'll come up in the TV show. And that's just the universe saying, see, we heard you. And yeah, confirmation. I pay attention to my dreams. So I'll get messages in my dreams. So whatever you pay attention, music, they will speak to you. So in this case, we're talking about dreams, your subconscious. So while you're resting and sleeping, that gives your mind time to kind of delve into your subconscious. You may want to look into subliminal or sleep meditation while you're sleeping to give you some good messages. I'm trying to get an overall picture of what you're feeling about yourself, because the whole point is I want to encourage you. You have a great idea that I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull one more card, and I want to keep it too long, pile 3, but her eyes are closed. Yeah, you're being called to reflect. You're being called to accept and reflect on something. She's smiling. Her eyes are open here. This is after she's accepted whatever. She's just like, okay, I'm ready. Okay, so something wanted to fall. You got another major arcana. Oh, interesting. We're going back to the duality. We're going back to this. Remember I brought up. So some other ones that wanted to fall out. But okay. 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 So 6, the Lovers, and you remember you had 6 swords. This is usually established relationship. It also is related to soul mates, past lives, twin flames. The thing about this card, it's definitely about passion and commitment. And that's the big thing. It's about a decision. It's about not just instant gratification, but making a commitment, deciding this is my person and making a commitment. And back to the 2 people, the balance. Oh, well, there is no balance. That's puppet. He wants you to believe there's nothing there. So I don't know if you're in some kind of decision mode. Maybe there's some competition there. Oh, again, balance. Okay. I sent this with pile two, I think it was. One of the phrases Spirit has given me is how do you forge the moon with the sun? How do you forge them together? This is of the night, this is of the day. And this is temperance, 1 and 4, 5. You're getting a lot of fives here. You got fives and sixes and I want to say four, not as many. Oh, yeah, you got some fours too, almost equal. So temperance is about balance. It's in the original, she has the figure, the angel, and this is an angel too. He's a more, modernized version. But he's just very confident. He's just chill. He's just it's taking so in the original, it's taking 2 cups of water going back and forth. So it's basically about balance. It's about knowing that you're never going to be without, to never worry, to never go from lack, that your needs will always be taken care of, but also be balanced. You need moon and the sun. We need night and day. We need balance. We need balance. This guy wants you to think all you need is whatever that lower base, that's all you need. But no, you need your love, and you need justice and liberty. And you need divine chemistry. Yeah, chemistry. Chemistry is coming there because I'm thinking of alchemy, because this is a card of alchemy as well. Alchemy is purifying a substance to create a better substance, like gold. Gold rush. They were purified to get the gold out of the rock. So it's about balance to get to that other side. So you are given a gift. You have a great gift. You have a great gift. Pile 3, go ahead, take that time, reflect, get some rest, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to spirit, true offering. Trust more. Start to trust that more will always arrive, that you're always going to have what you need. Be okay with letting go. Whatever this is, you're letting it go so you can get to the other side. But wow. Pile 3, I hope this was helpful. I know there's so much more, but I'm going to keep you too long. If you want me to go into a more in-depth thing, please let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you encourage. Spirit is on your side. They want the best for you. You are so loved. You are so gifted. Don't let anyone tell you different. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever this finds you. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining me at Fangirling While Black. My name is Francine again, and you take care, Pile 3.